Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kasha Sewing and Fashion Central. My name is Brenda Holtz, and I am going to share with you today Sewism number 8 of things you will not get in a sewing class. And that Sewism is take care of your health. Now I have a question for you. How long do you want to do what you love and love what you do? Now the answer for me would be as long as I live. If the Lord allows me to live to be 90 years old, I want to be sewing at 90 years old. So I have, along my sewing journey, decided to do some things that would help me to take care of my body. I exercise and I try to eat good. So for the most part, my dedication to these principles have benefited and paid off big time. In May, I realized my 70th birthday. So I thank God for allowing me to be able to live to this point in time in my life and still be able to do what I love to do. Now, many sewers of my age are no longer doing what they love to do because they have debilitating aches and pains in their bodies and diminished use of their hands and eyes. And it takes all of that in order to be able to sew. So while you are loving what you do, I suggest that you take some time out to take care of yourself and take care of your body because you only get one body. So take care of it. Now, it saddens me to see sewers in my age group who are no longer sewing anymore because that would be heartbreaking for me. So no matter how old you are, start taking care of your body. So today, along with exercising and eating right, here are a few simple suggestions that has great benefits as well. So let me start with number 1. Go outside and get some sunshine and fresh air. Sometimes we try to sew long periods of time, but to take a break, if you were doing a regular job, 8-hour job, you would have break times and you would also have lunch time. So if you're going to be sewing that many hours in the day, you need to take a break. And if the weather is good, go out and get some sunshine and fresh air because you need the D3. Sunshine, it brings D3 into your body so that you will be able to be healthier because every cell in your body needs D3. So I suggest you go out, get some fresh air, get some oxygen because it really will greatly help your body. Number 2, get up from your chair and move your body. If you have been sitting for a long time, because sometimes we can do marathons, we can, and sometimes we can sit a lot longer than we realize we have sat. So I say get up and do some squats. Get up from your chair and sit down. Get up and sit down. These are squats. So do some squats or to get your blood moving, because if you're sitting for a long period of time, your blood can pool into your lower body, your hips, and it can cause your body to be a little bit stiff. And the blood is not circulating as well. Number 3, get a table that you don't have to bend over to use. Because if you have like a 6-foot utility table, it is probably a little lower than you want it to be. So you can lift up that table with paint cans or anything you have that will lift it up to a level where you don't have to bend over. Number 4, get some good lighting because it's really good to be able to see what you're doing. Sometimes the light on the sewing machine is not sufficient. So I suggest you get some good lighting into your sewing room because some of the lights that comes from the room itself is not bright enough. So you want to get lighting that is good so that you will be able to see what you're doing. Number 5, strengthen the small muscles in your hands. Now I have these 2 little balls that I have used to squeeze and to strengthen my hands. Now, I also at one time was working on a quilt and I was quilting it by hand. And my hand just locked up on me. At least one of my fingers locked up on me, and I couldn't get it unbent. So when I went to the doctor, he told me it was a trigger finger. And the only way to really, solve that issue was to have surgery to release the tension in that tendon. So I thought to myself, no, I don't want to have surgery. But my options was to wear a brace and also to eat good in order to be able to get the nutrients that my hand would need. So that's what I did. And now my hands work really good. Now, it took a long time to get there. It probably took about, I'd say 8 to 12 months to get it going the way, but it was worth it. It was worth the effort to put into it because now I have full use of my hand. I don't know what the surgery would have done for me in the long run, but right now my hand is good. Number 6, drink enough water. Because sometimes we don't really know when we're dehydrated. And if we get to working on a project, sometimes we just forget. But as you get older, you get dehydrated really fast and you don't even know it. And it can really affect your body in many, many ways. It can affect your heart if you don't have enough water to circulate the blood in your body. So it's best to drink enough water so that you do not get dehydrated. Number 7, get enough sleep. Now, we can do marathons. Now, I have done marathons in the middle of the night, and I know I was tired, but I wanted to get to my jump off point. And so what I did is I kept pushing and pushing, and I kept making mistakes. I would sew, and then I rip, and then I rip, and I sew, and I sew, and I rip. In other words, I was just tired. So when I decided to go to bed, I just left that project the way it was, went to bed. And when I woke up in the morning, everything made a whole lot of sense. It made so much sense. Now, I don't know why I kept doing the same thing over and over again. But when I got some sleep, it did, it was really easy to do. And I didn't have to have any problems with ripping or resewing. So number 8. Now, unless you are in business for yourself, I said, don't take on any more than you can handle because it can be very stressful. People will put pressure on you. They want things like right away. But if they need it right away, my rule was not to take on that project. They would have to find somebody else to do it. But I had been sewing and alterations, designing, and dressmaking for over 40 years. And I had to really pace myself in order to be able to get everything that I need to get done for my clients. So if they needed it like right away and I had time to do it, I would do it. But if I didn't have the time and I had a big project that I was working on that was going to take me some time and they needed it like right away, then I would say no, I would not do it because it's going to be too stressful. It's going to take me to stay up late hours of the night trying to get it done because the deadline is the next day. So I decided that I'm not going to stress myself out by taking on projects that are going to be due in a very short period of time. So sometimes it's hard to fit all of these things into your schedule, but you can do it and it'll be worth it if you did. So that is my Sewism for today. Sewism number 8. Take care of your health. Bye for now.